guys have seen some packed-in defense, some doubles on Trace. Just what wasn't working in trying to play around that this afternoon?
Well, I mean, our offense was, is this on? Our offense was awful tonight, but it wasn't the offense. I mean, I thought we had some good looks, you know. Teams are going to play Trace that way, and we get it. We got to make shots from the perimeter, but we just got out tough tonight, I thought. I mean, from the beginning to the end. I mean, we couldn't rebound the basketball with them. I thought that was the difference in the ball game. And hell, that was the cushion that they needed, because I thought from an offensive standpoint, you know, even though we missed shots, they weren't running off anywhere. Our defense was decent, but it was just the extra opportunities for them that they gave them, and they put them in the position that they were in. They out-toughed us, I thought.
Jeff?
Race going scoreless. You know, he's really hasn't been productive here in the last couple of games. Is there something wrong with him, or what do you see?
Well, he didn't play well. That's all I can tell you. And that's something that I addressed right before I left the locker room. He's got to get better to help us. We need everybody playing, you know, especially when you get out on the road. I mean, the road is tough to win on, but I'm not taking anything away from Rutgers. They played great tonight.
Tom?
Mike, can you give us an update on Jalen for one, and outside of Miller's three-point shooting, 1 for 16, and outside of Miller and Trace from the floor, 4 for 33, 11%. You didn't get anything from anybody else. If you just want to kind of address.
Well, we've been shooting the ball pretty well tonight. We just couldn't throw it in the ocean. Jalen is just he's gonna be evaluated day to day. I mean, we just got to get home and try to nurse him back and get him ready to go for Wednesday.
What was wrong with him?
He's got a sore back, low back, so he was having some issues with that, and we decided to hold him out tonight, and we'll hopefully get him ready for Wednesday.
Coach, how much does this building and this crowd play a role in your team's performance or a road team's performance?
Again, this is my first trip to Rutgers. It wasn't real pleasant. You know, they got great fan support here. You know, I mean, that's just how it is in the Big Ten. Everywhere you go, everybody supports their school, and that's how it should be. So, you know, we got to get over that fear and see if we can muster up wins in the Big Ten on the road.
Yeah, Coach, without Jalen tonight, obviously, their lack of a ball handler on the floor. Kind of what did that do to take you out of your offense? Obviously, without having Jalen there.
Well, again, I mean, since we started this journey, we've had everybody. So this is the first time we played a game without Trace, and we had guys fill in. And my theme has always been next man up, but we just didn't have it tonight. And again, you got to give Rutgers credit because I thought they played great.
Jeff?
There were a couple times when the ball went into Trace and 4 guys kind of stood and watched. What was supposed to be happening on those possessions?
I'm not going to address that with you. At the end of the day, they zoned up a little bit, and we had good looks on the perimeter. We just didn't knock them down. I mean, it ain't the first time we've seen defense like that. I mean,
Right.
We've been making shots. We didn't make them tonight.
Last question, Zach. I guess just you mentioned rebounding earlier. I recognize you know more after watching film. Were there things you could spot technically you guys were doing wrong, or did you see it more as just kind of, as you said, sort of toughness and effort?
I mean, again, it takes effort, to block out and rebound the basketball. And we just didn't do that tonight. I mean, and you could see it come. We've had some games here recently that, I look at the Jackson State game. We came in one rebound ahead of those guys, as big as we were at halftime. So that's an area that we got to get better as a team. I mean, the Big Ten is big teams are in the Big Ten, and we're going to have to put our bodies and sacrifice our bodies to block. And that's everybody. It can't be Trace and Race and Malik and Geronimo when they're in the game getting all the rebounds. Our guards got burned a lot tonight. A lot of their guards were in on the board getting offensive putbacks, and we can't have that.
Thanks, Coach.